James Wallner could have just suffered in silence.
I can get this hand up and hold it.
But instead he invited ABC cameras in to document his dying days.
There isn't any other magic out there that's going to cure me. It doesn't exist.
James Wallner was just 53 when he was diagnosed with mesothelioma after growing up in a house tainted with Mr. Fluffy asbestos. Unlike other asbestos victims, he had no path to compensation. And 2 months ago, he stepped up a campaign for all those who'll suffer as a result of the botched insulation scheme.
Compensation to me seems important for people who follow me, and it's unlikely that it will be finalised soon enough for me. These are the things I need, that's all.
Now, with James critically ill, the federal and ACT governments have announced they'll go halves on a $16 million fund to support past and future victims. His brother, Bruce Wallner, broke the news.
He said, I can't believe it. He said, that's fantastic, Bruiser. He said, it's just a shame somebody has to die.
Without James, this simply wouldn't have happened, and what a legacy for him.
The scheme's been fast-tracked to give James Wallner comfort in his final days.
It's only a good news story if he knows about it before he dies.
And he does.
And he does, and so it is good news.
Senator Zed Seselja says it's justice after past government failures to heed warnings over Mr. Fluffy.
This was one of the things that the government got wrong at the time for various reasons, and so I've always believed that we should step up and take responsibility, and this is one of the ways we can do that.
It's a bittersweet victory for the Wallners, but both governments have pledged to help as many victims as come forward. James Wallner had managed to do what many before had tried and failed, to bring together two, at times reluctant governments, to acknowledge that there would be Mr. Fluffy residents who would die from mesothelioma. As a final tribute, the compensation scheme is expected to be named in his honour. Craig Allen, ABC News, Canberra.